That's crazy. Not good, people. I don't know why we didn't just keep Jordan Lewis on the pup list for the first 4 weeks. Sorry, I was like a minute late. I was looking at some of the roster moves. So fill me in. We lost Isaiah Land, right? Land to the Colts, Jabril Cox to the Commanders. I already said Will Greer. What's up, Mike? Jojo, Isaac, what's going on? What's up, Mr. Cowboy? I just now saw something that said, yo, what's up, Brian SoCal? I just saw that Jason Witten came out of retirement. Please tell me that's a joke. Jason Witten's coming out of retirement. Dennis Houston, we got him back. Ultra, you never left me a message on my other video. I can't make you a mod during the live. Yeah, fill me in. Hey, Elena, how are you? Mark Hutchin, what up? Witten, he's done. Yeah, I don't know. I just literally saw it from Ian Rappaport, but maybe it was the fake Ian Rappaport. I can't imagine he's coming back. He sucked the last time he was with us. No offense to Witten. He's the GOAT, but... Mistake, Houston to the... Oh, shoot. Houston to the Giants. It sucks that we couldn't keep some guys. You think that add another game to the season they would increase 50? I don't know why they are so hell-bent on keeping it at 53. 53. Witten was slow 10 years ago. Yeah, right. What's up, Cowboys Mafia? My thing is, why couldn't we just have kept Jordan Lewis on the pup list for the first 4 weeks? We could have kept Land. I mean, you might have lost him then anyway, but unless Jordan Lewis is ready to go. What's up, Linda? People are taking advantage of the Eagles and the Cowboys stock. Yeah, that's how you know a team drafts well, when you lose your draft picks. An outside move. I said earlier, yeah, it's big time, Chris May. That's going to hurt. Last year, we messed up and hung out, thanks, Mike. We hung out Jonathan Ridgeway. He went to, the Commanders. Now, Isaiah Land. Isaiah Land has got a guaranteed, almost $200,000 signing bonus. Or, I think. Or maybe it's close to $1 million. What's up, Ruben Walls? But yeah, if you guys hear anything, how about McKeon? Any word on McKeon? You hear anything about Sean McKeon? That's why I was surprised that the Eagles, I know it's only a 7th round pick, but why they would trade for a tight end? There's so many tight ends out there. Sean McEwen would have been real good. I know O.J. Howard's out there. One thing good about the Cowboys are putting out a good product. I'd rather have Fowler than Land. The consequences. Yeah, you're right, Ultra. Absolutely. Jabril Cox to the Commanders. I saw. I'm not overly upset about that. He had his chances. Yeah, me too, man. 19 sacks last year in college. I don't care what level you're playing. That's a lot of sacks. Now, he wasn't going to play end for us. He was going to play linebacker. Okay, very good. McKeon. All right. Well, just rattle off some. I literally just got to my lunch spot. So far, who's been announced to our practice squad? I just don't think we identify who we can get to our practice squad. So, Linda, who did the Eagles lose? I know the Eagles are looking for a punter, right? C.J. Goodwin, Malik Jefferson, Redwine. Okay, Tyrus Wheat. Okay, so we got Wheat back. We got Malik Davis back? Josh Sills, okay. CB, Josh Butler, McKeon, Princeton fan, I knew. Malik Davis, good. Brock Hoffman. That's the big one, people. Okay, we got Tyron Johnson. Okay. All right. Listen, I told you it was going to be tough. Brock Hoffman is going to be elevated to the 53. He's going to be our backup center. The fact that we left him out there was scary. Well, I like Cropper. I mean, I have my list at home. It's not doing me any good at home. I thought they would release this later. Yeah, Linda, that's how you know you're drafting well, is when people want your players. So, very upset with Land, but especially with, yeah, I agree. Cowboys Mafia. Galkin says the other three are coming from outside the building. Yeah, and that's fine. I expect linebacker, possibly O tackle, like offensive line, and that's probably it. I would say linebacker and offensive line. We got enough safeties to fill the whole friggin' team. That's another thing about the Land thing. You know, I knew we were keeping Eric Scott. Greer went to Cincinnati. Yeah, I made a video on that, Mark. Check it out. Lyman would be nice. Yeah, you know, I knew they weren't going to cut Eric Scott, but Eric Scott has went down the last few weeks. But, you know, Cowboys, they drafted him in the 6th and gave next year's 5th. Broada said they were going to release Scott. I said, no way. I was actually right there. Mr. Cowboy, what are the rules for your mods when it comes to blocking or removing comments? I'd rather you not block anything. Just, you know, as long as they're not being belligerent. As long as they're not being, hey, lady, Libra, how are you? If somebody's calling somebody names or spamming, that's one thing. If they say something about another team, that's their prerogative. Cowboys began today needing help at reserve center. We got Hoffman. They plan to sign former Giants center Sean Harlow to the practice squad. Okay. All right, Ultra. Good stuff. So maybe an offensive line. You know they're getting a... yeah. Yeah, guard center. Okay, he position flex. So we're getting him. So there you go. And expect a linebacker. We need linebacker. Think about it. We're really light on linebacker. Now we have safeties that can play linebacker. That was their thinking. Just, you know, I know he's a good kid, people. But Wanye Thomas has been on our practice squad for 3 years. Nobody's claimed him. All of a sudden now he's the best thing since sliced bread. And we had to keep yet another safety in Wanye and not Land. That's a problem for me. You know, he's already been out there. Gelkin is the best in the business. Yeah, Gelkin and Todd Archer, when they say something, it usually happens. Did Alarcon, was he brought back? We have 16 practice squad spots, so just remember that. It's a lot. They upped that too. All right, then he's probably done. He had a shot. I heard McCarthy say that he wished Alarcon would have went right to the defense because he was showing some signs. So, yeah, not happy about Land, but we got McEwen back. All right, Cowboy Mafia, I'll talk to you later. I'll be back to work in about another 20 minutes. Oh, man. Very, very surprised about Land. I'm upset. Not so much Jabril. Not so, I could care less about Greer. Everybody's all, he's been out of shape over Will Greer. Listen, Will Greer had 2 preseason games and all at camp to flash. He didn't flash anything. Throw him behind receivers. Then you finally tell him that we're going to release him, and he lights it up. A little late, my man. Now you're going to back up Joe Burrow. I don't know if he's going to back Joe Burrow up. Yeah, you really can't. Well, they did make the practice squad bigger, but I wouldn't use Will Greer for that. Trey Lance is going to get a lot of work, and that's what he needs. He needs a work without the notion that he's going to be playing. So I think the Eagles need a punter, Linda. That's what I heard Philly 500 complaining about, that they need to get a punter. So I'll be happy to go home and watch and catch up on all the moves. What's up, Willie? How are you? Only bummer for me is that the Overshown Hurts, man. He was going to play right away. Hurts on special teams. So, all right, so we got C.J. Goodwin back, right? But we lost a lot with Nahshon Wright, I believe, starting the year on PUP. Is that right? Nahshon starting on PUP, so that means... Hey, Mary Alvarez, how are you? Nahshon Wright start on PUP. Week 1, 31-17. Uh-oh, he's calling it already. You got it, Mary. I just need Ultra to comment on one of my other videos. Like my last... Ultra, a comment on my Will Greer video. Man, I'll make you a mod. I'm going to close the door on that very soon. That way the new people, not everybody's going to be a mod. Just the people that show up here all the time. But yeah, don't block anybody unless you see Stan. I even made Brian's Pepto bottle a mod. That's my neighbor. Mr. Cowboy at 2720. Hit those likes. Thanks, Chris. I'll be at the game. I'm a little concerned about that game. The Giant game. I think it's a field goal game. I hope I'm wrong. I hope we blow their doors off. I just think it's going to be exciting. New offense. We may not be hitting full speed week 1, or we're going to explode. I mean, that's like one of the hardest games to predict. The last couple of years, I predicted us. What's up, Jay Smooth? The last couple of years, I predicted us to win. Whether it was against Tampa, last year at home. And we lost at home last year. So I'm glad we're on the road. That was like being kicked in the gut last year. Ultra, if they went 42-17, watch out. Watch out. Yeah, Sledhead, I'm afraid it's going to be a close game. But, I'm always a little cautious, especially early on in the season. You got the Eagles at New England, too. That could be a little sketch. I think they'll beat New England. I see New England got their Zappy back, their QB. Nobody wanted Bailey Zappy. That's why he's not a threat to start. What do you think about the Giants' defense? I think they're a lot better. A lot better. Mark doesn't give them as much credit as I do. I know that. I think they win 10 games this year. They have a tough schedule. Don't see how the Giants secondary can keep up with our weapons. You would think. Dak will be out to prove himself, but I understand your feelings since we have lost. Yeah, we've lost the last 2, as I can remember, opening games. I don't think the Giants can match with us. We have a good rotation out there. You know what I'm worried about, Willie? I'm worried about coming out of the gates, not getting any playing time. Yes, Zeke is in New England, Lady Libra. We get to see him week 4. I'm a little worried about our offensive line week one. On the road, loud stadium, new offense. We need our defense to really, really shut people up. I hope Isaiah Land comes back on the practice squad. We lost him, Jay Smooth, to the Colts. He's gone. Isaiah Land went to the Colts, and Jabril Cox to the left hand up Commanders. Not good, Jay Smooth. Not happy about Isaiah Land. I was worried about Land, and I was worried about the edge rusher on defense that we brought back. Or, I don't know, I think he was a linebacker, Wheat. We brought Wheat back. We lost Land. Not good. Not good with our front office not identifying who we could keep. Unless you heard up until the last minute that they weren't letting Land go. Cowboys came out the gate storming in 2021. We'll be fine. Not easy going up against the defense. Yeah, I know. I hope you're right. I'm just saying, man. Just add everything in the pot. We're a 3.5-point favorite on the road. I think it's a field goal game. Maybe it's a field goal game coming down to the end that we get a pick six or we do a capper at the end, win by 10 tops. But I think it's a close game. We also lost Will Greer to the Colts. Yes, I saw that. I made a video on that. With Danny Dimes, not worried about it. INT fumble, Danny. Don't fumble it, Danny. Don't fumble it, Danny. Cowboys had Wade higher than Land on their draft board. They had a 5th round. Okay, well, we got him back, so that's good. Just you can't keep everybody, and we got lucky the last couple years. Yeah, well, he knew. Well, he's the old Shane Steichens, the old offensive coach for the offensive coordinator. I'm curious to see how the Eagles do under Brian Johnson. You guys lost both your coordinators. That don't normally bode well. I like Brian Johnson, but it's a lot of change going on. So we'll see. It's getting close. Today's Wednesday. A week from tomorrow is the first NFL game, people. Who's in that game anyway? Is it Kansas City? Dang. Help Dallas defense is still going to be good. Hopefully Dallas picks up a few offensive linemen. Yeah, they already picked up one lineman, a guard center that was with the Giants. Commanders picking up leftovers. Yeah, they picked up Jabril, right? I heard we re-signed Jalen Moreno Cropper, which is good. We got Sean McKeon back. That's big. We got Tyrus Wheat. CJ Goodwin was signed on the 53. You know what, though? If we win it all this year, I could accept the loss of Land. I think the Pat will shock the Eagles. What's up, Logan? That's going to be tough. I think the Eagles, I don't know much about the Patriots defense. I think the Eagles offense is really good. So it'll be interesting to see, that's for sure. On the road. Now, I can't look at my phone. Where's Washington at week 1? Eagles in New England. We're in New York. And the Commanders, I think they're home, aren't they? Or no. Maybe they're in Arizona, maybe. No, I'm not sure. No. They're not in Arizona. What's up, Brooklyn Joe? Eagles will turn Mac Jones into mac and cheese. Yeah, I'm not a big Mac Jones fan. Wow. At Arizona, right? Yeah. Cardinals play Washington. be interesting to see. I got the Eagles jumping out, but if we can get a win on the road in New York, and then we come home against the Aaron Rodgers and the NFL Hard Knocks group, Jets. Hopefully we can knock. Who did the Jets play week 1? That's what I want to know. Who did the Jets play week 1? Okay, the Commanders are home. Okay. They're going to win that one. Because Arizona's, in the words of Shady McCoy, ass. Packers, Bears, big game. I like seeing that Packer-Bear game like when it's cold. Hopefully they play again when it's cold. Maybe Cowboys beat the Jets. Bills. Sup? Let me see. Willie Vassar. Pat might win because it may be Brady there doing something for Tom. Yeah, possibly. What's up, James Strand? Thanks. The Bills. Okay. Shout out to the 30 people in here. I should see 30 likes though, right? Yeah, when I get done this, I'm going to do a quick video on the guys that we lost. Mark keeps telling me, put out more stuff. I'm like, dude, it's very hard when I'm working. Stop doubting the Cowboys. Ultra, I'm not doubting them. It's just my nature to be cautious, man. We've been let down so many times. I'm already telling you that they do this year in January. I feel like we're going places this year, but I say that a lot. So we'll see. They have to prove it to me. You know, I kind of feel like, why would we just be head over heels nuts? Yeah, I think our defense is going to be, the top defense in the league, barring anything major injury-wise. I think we're going to finish number 1. That's how good we are. James Strand says, I hope the corner we got from Miami can improve the defense. He's a little bit more physical. He could play outside, whereas Boss Man really couldn't play outside. Cowboys are also break your heart and Mark every year. Yeah, truth be told, we didn't have that much faith last year. But this year is different, man. Our defense is unbelievable, and our offense. We led the league in scoring with all the holes we had on offense last year. Losing our left tackle, losing Terrence Steele, only having CD, who didn't emerge as a number 1 until after all the drops on the Giant, a prime time game when he was getting ridiculed. Michael Irvin called him, stepped his ass up. By the end of the year, you saw the stats. He's a number 1 now. And oh, by the way, you got Brandon Cooks. Oh, by the way, Jalen Tolbert looks like the real deal. Oh, by the way, Michael Gallup is a year removed from an ACL that he looks fantastic. That's why I'm excited. My only concern is playoff deck as the games get bigger and fold. It's not so much that. Where are we sitting? That's why I told you I'm not. Listen, I want to win the division. Yes, I do. But I want to go into the playoffs healthy and playing well. If we can win the division, but if we lose half the offensive line again, it ain't going to matter. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, Brian. So, Cal, right on cue, my man. Break your heart being a fan. You know what? I live and die with the Cowboys. So that it's just going to make that next Super Bowl win that much sweeter. Our defense is good, even this year because I have the crap off the season. I hope the Eagles will be good this year because I talk all the crap. Listen, man. Yeah, but you're respectful. You don't laugh it off, and I don't know. So he has only the Cowboys will make a move at the October. It all depends what kind. I mean, we already gave up 2 draft picks for next year. Mike McCarthy calling plays with the team starting to look like. That's why I'm glad we kept Hunter Lepke. I really am. Hunter Lepke is is going to play some fullback for us. Stay away from that H-back shit. Excuse my language. Um, you know, let them play some fullback. Let them run the ball. Bad games because 49ers played their D was number one. Yeah, and we already gave up 19 points. If we had anybody besides CD, we win that game. Still can't believe Zeke's last play as a Cowboy getting run over. Jesus. When Dallas loses, they lose big. But right now is the season of optimism. Big time. Big time optimism. Thanks for the likes, peeps. He reminds me of Daryl Johnson. Yeah, he's actually... I don't know that he blocks like Daryl, but he's faster than Daryl. He moves. I mean... I haven't really looked at the whole card, man. I've been so busy, Logan. Might be the Eagles, but I don't think so. But, hey, Logan, what's the Eagles line in New England? I bet you Eagles are favored by 3 or 4. Let me know what the line is for the Eagle game. It'll be fun, though. It definitely will be fun because I'll be up in North Jersey. Elena, for your sake, I hope for my sake, I hope you're wrong, but if it ain't the Cowboys, whatever. 3.5. Okay. So Eagles are favored by 3.5 on the road, right? So that's just like Dallas. So if we're saying Dallas is going to blow out the Giants, he was a running back at Syracuse. He was. And Emmitt Smith could have never won the rushing title, the all-time rushing leader without him. I saw New England will win because Zeke always plays good against the Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly, Atlanta. Yeah, it's just like the exciting part. It really is. This is the exciting part. Just remember, Logan, you got the target on your chest. It's hard to repeat. That doesn't mean you won't get any further, but it's hard to repeat. Miami beating Chargers, upset alert. I don't know how big of an upset that is, though. Yeah, I got to get my game plan because I'm about 2.5 hours. I might try and ask for an early check-in. Now we'll listen to the games on the way up. What time's the Eagle game? Is that 1 o'clock? I'll probably leave my house around 12. What time's the Eagle Patriot game? 4:25? Usually that's probably at 4:25. They'll probably have the Commanders at 1, Eagles at 4:25, and the Cowboys at 8:30, which we already know that. Let the games begin. 4:25. Yes, it's getting exciting. Yeah, obviously. I don't know that Kansas City's making it back. I was surprised it made it back last year, losing a lot. 4:25. Eagles fumble. The new super. Oh my Lord! I know. I'm trying not. I'm being nice. So yeah. So you got the time to percolate. I'll be at the hotel by then. I'm right down the street from the stadium. So I don't know. I may hang. What up, Philly D? I may hang out at the. I'm taking my 19-year-old. He's gonna be my protection. He's pretty big. Probably hang out at the hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. Watching the games, grab a bite before we go over to the stadium. They're probably not going to let you. I got to look and see what time they're going to let me in MetLife. But all right, everybody, it's been great. You guys spending my lunch with me. As soon as I'm done this, go check out my Will Greer. It's only 5 minutes, and then I'm going to do a quick video right now on our roster moves so far. So thanks for everybody for checking me out. If you're on Twitter, share it, man, or pass the word on. I appreciate everybody coming in. Ultra Cowboy says at least the Eagles made the Super Bowl about the... Yeah, I know. I'm on record as saying that I do not want to make the Super Bowl and lose, though, Logan. Sorry. But anyway, I'll talk to everybody later.